Hello everybody, welcome to Tuesday's tip. In the past, we have talked about invisible and visible rules. We've talked about the fact that whenever we are incongruent, if what we say and what we do doesn't match, then there's an opportunity for conflict, there's an opportunity for confusion, there's an opportunity to be ineffective. So today I want to talk about what are some of those rules that we have and where might we be sending an inconsistent message. Here's an easy example of inconsistent messaging. Let's say that we call a meeting at 2 o'clock and 2 o'clock shows up, not everybody's in the room, and so we say, okay, let's go ahead and wait. And the meeting starts at 2:05. Not a big deal. Then we call another meeting. We're going to say it's 2 o'clock again. So 2 o'clock we have a meeting. We get there and now nobody's there, so we're waiting around at 2:05. Not that many people are there yet. So we're like, let's just wait a little bit. Then we start at 2:10. Okay. We call another meeting, 2 o'clock. We show up, we're waiting around at 2:05. People start walking in. We start the meeting at 2:10. We call another meeting, 2 o'clock. We show up, people start walking in. Now it's like 2:10, not everybody's here. Let's go ahead and wait for people. So the meeting actually starts at 2:15. So what I am teaching people is that if I call a meeting, it's not going to begin on time. So you might as well wait and show up at 2:05, 2:10, because I'm not really going to start until 2:15. The visible message says, we are going to begin at 2. The invisible message says we are going to actually start at 2:15. Which one is more powerful? What I say or what I do? Absolutely, it is what we do, which means that we have to have actions that back our words. And if they're not going to back it, then maybe we have to change our words. If we know that people cannot arrive at 2 o'clock for a meeting because they're coming from another one, well then let's simply say, you know what? Our meeting is going to start at 2:15. There is no universal law that says that meetings have to start on the hour and that they have to last an hour. Another place in meetings where we might see an inconsistency is when we say that we want everyone to participate in the meeting. I get that. And then I watch them go into their meeting area, and sometimes they sit at a long banquet table. Well, I don't know about you, but a long banquet table means that I can talk to the people right across from me. But 4 or 5 people down, I can't even see them, so I'm not going to be talking to them. Then, not only are they at a table that is not very consistent with an actual conversation, they will also go in and put place cards. And those place cards, if you look at the hierarchy, it says if you're important, you're in the middle of the table. And the farther down the banquet table you move, the less important you are to the conversation. Now, when I talk to leaders about that, their comment is, well, the only reason we put the place cards is so that we can save time. People walk in, they see where they sit, and now it's all good. Everybody's on the same page. I get that. But the invisible message is the farther down you are, the less is required of you. So once again, there's a visible message, come to the meeting and speak, and there's an invisible message, we're going to put place cards that say you're actually not important to the conversation. This happens all over a company. There are so many invisible messages, and the assumption is if I'm sitting at the end of the table, I know that I'm on the outskirts. I know that I'm not that important. So if I know it, of course the people who put out the place cards know it, and of course the leaders know it. But the leaders thinking, oh, I'm going to put these place cards so that it has the best opportunity to facilitate a conversation, they have inadvertently sent a very wrong message. You are not important to this, which is why people say, well, then why am I in the meeting to begin with? All right, everybody, get out there. Find those invisible messages. Make the visible and invisible congruent so that you can indeed achieve your maximum effect. Have a great week, everybody.